กับดักกันด็อกม่าลุย
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
ไปจากที่นี่กัน เดี๋ยวค่อยมาใหม่
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
ออกเดินทางไปเมืองบาทากัน
A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I...
'Tis raining. As a matter of fact,
นี่เรามาไกลขนาดนี้เนี่ยตอนแรกจะไปเมืองบาทานาน
We've just discovered a hidden route. Where might it take us, I wonder?
Whoa.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here. What purpose does yon statue serve, I wonder?
Have you any inkling of the value of our research?
รูปปั้นอะไรเอ่ย
How might I aid you, sir?
Aye, what is it? Who are you? What would you with me? You looking for the coral snake's hideout? Don't ask me. They were on us before I knew what was happening. Couldn't even guess where they...
งูปะการัง แก๊งงูปะการัง
Come to think of it, 'twas as we passed the crags to the west of here that they all came out at once. I had a clear view of them from the back of the cart. That's all I know. I ran for my life. Only reason I'm still here. Thought I'd come back, see if aught was left. But just being here again puts my hairs on end. You know what? I just remembered. There was a child travelling with us. Wonder if the lad's all right. They came all as one from the crags to the west. I sure do hope the others made it out safely, I do.
มีเด็กด้วยเหรอต้องไปช่วยแล้ว
The coral snakes were seen twixt Batal and the rest town. If we scour the area, we might find a clue to their hiding.
Follow me. 'Tis a hobgoblin. Fire is not its weakness, but its strength. Our foe hasn't even noticed what's been pilfered.
งเล่นยากไอ้ตัวเนี้ย
I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
Rally! Reinforcements have come to aid our foe! Take that! I'll combine my magic with yours that you might cast the spell more quickly.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down. I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Hey. Tốtทีครับ
One can never have too many materials. I'll harvest some now.
มันสัตว์ประหลาดไหนสัตว์ประหลาด
has
Oh.
been drenched.
A curative ought to do the trick.
I grant you roaring flame.
Venom harpies. Avoid their venom at all costs.
This battle is ours.
อะไรเหลือง
We've got them on the run. Ought we to pursue and eliminate the stragglers?
ๆเอ้ยเอ้ยตายห่าแล้ว ฮิวนะฮิวดี
Impressive, Master. We can ill afford to throw over confident. Our foe is not yet routed. Outstanding.
Much obliged. I've got to thank you somehow, don't I?
เอาของมางั้นเราจะปล้นแล้วนะ
There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained beyond the rift.
'Tis our first time here. Be vigilant. We do not yet know what to expect.
Fear not, Arisen. I shall be ready to respond at the first sign of trouble.
Let my magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements. I'm coming, Master.
Defend
Hey.
the Arisen.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
Shall we set it rolling?
รโอ้ยใครทิ้งหินมาเนี่ย
Holy attacks are our best bet against this foe. Then we know what must need to be done.
โอ้โอ้
I cannot fall to prowess. That was a skill footing. Give me the location proud. I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well. Here we go again.
We must focus on finding the region, whatever our discomfort. Understood.
Tremendous work!
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt. No sense weighing down my pack with rotten food. I'll dispose of it now before the stink sets in. Things might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow. And mind the ceiling. Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
ตั้งแคมป์ก่อน ตายแล้ว เดี๋ยว
One never can have too many of these. Let us take care when and how we put them to use. Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep? can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now. Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Poison is a nasty creature.
I'll put this to you.
I knew you would prevail, Mercy.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues. Our results speak loud.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
First blood's always the sweetest.
Ê, เจ้าพวกหัวขโมย
You alright?
Halt, I say!
Who? Fight!
I'll have you!
Pursuing yon bandit may well lead us to the fiend's hideout. Come, Master, there is not a moment to lose.
Ah, there you are. You're the one who'll be aiding us in routing the coral snakes, yes? I believe their hideout lies somewhere nearby, though the entrance has proven elusive. Ah, there you are. I believe their hideout lies...
This oxguard was beset by assailants it could not shake. And this is the result.
Wrought by the hands of brigands. We must remain vigilant.
I've just had a
no.
thought. Every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
Each to their...
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
Oi! Have you lost it? A child was hurt during today's raid. We don't hurt children. That's the rule. Don't tell me you forgot.
Sorry. Must have slipped my mind.
It's like that, is it? Huh? That what you're gonna tell Lenzo? He says we don't hurt kids. So you better.
Hold it! Who's this, then?
We've got an intruder. I'll go warn Lenzo.
Coming here was the last mistake you'll ever make, cuz.
You looking for a fight?
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I'm up to the challenge.
We must not let down.
One of us has been poisoned!
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Son of a...
Where do you think you're going, eh?
It was excellent. I could have done no better.
I merely did as duty demands. I concur.
Should be.
I grant you roaring flames.
This should be of use.
What's the hum? Go on, run. I enjoy the chase.
I wanna die. Not like this.
จะตายอ่ะโอ้ย
Where do you think you're going, eh?
This one shaking.
Take care where you place poison ought to be cured with all due haste. Arrows would be a glad find, if any among our numbers wielded a bow. Should an archer join our party, they'd be happy for them, I'm sure. Pick up every little thing you
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
Bit of intricate construction, this place. We shall have to examine each area thoroughly.
No, no, no.
Am I going to make it? Come on, this way. I need to get you out of here before things get bloody. That's what Lenzo said to do, if we ever got raided. So come on, you lot. We're gonna go see him. He'll keep us all safe. I'm sure of that. They're already here. Run for it.
A profitable endeavor.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
One of us has been poisoned. Same foe again? Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed what's been pilfered. Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but The events of the coronation are as vivid in my mind as if they occurred only yesterday. We must needs uncover this secret power that allows for the command of pawns.
I don't stand a chance.
My thanks. We shall accompany you now. Those coral snakes must pay for their crimes. We shall join you and aid your efforts however we can.
Give no quarter.
ดุย
This appears to be the coral snake's hideout. If we capture their leader, the other bandits might be brought to heel. True enough.
Let my magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements.
Where do you think you're going, eh?
After victory on Myriad and that tragedy never would have occurred. It was not what I expected.
Nicely done.
I can do no less than service to the original. I concur.
I'll combine my magic with yours. You might cast the spell more quickly.
Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil. Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead. The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Suppose the march can only take you so far.
reckon you can do as you please, eh?
I must hold fast.
It is overly narrow here and ill-suited to combat. Let us proceed with caution. Eyes peeled, ears pricked.
Hugo! We're out of time, lad. We'll have to scarper.
Coming, lads,
But, before I forget, here you are. Time for you to make yourself useful. Tisn't the first time I've taught an unseasoned whelp the meaning of betrayal. And it shall be the last! Goodbye, lad. Don't be sore. You were a fool, but a useful one.
I can't believe it.
Arrest him!
Lanzo. Why?
A job well done. It is unfortunate that their leader escaped, but I very much doubt the coral snakes will be using this hideout again. We'll interrogate the lad and see what he knows. Mayhap he can tell us aught of the leader's whereabouts. The coral snakes are still an enigma. Mayhap the lad can tell us more.
I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Shall we do as that personage suggested, and make for the rock mouse's burrow?
Follow me.
จบไปแล้ว1เควส
I will guide you to the location. You have our gratitude. Lead the way.ขึ้นไปยังไงครับนี่ I dare say, we could sell this for a fair amount of gold. Whether or not we make... The sale is for the Arisen to decide.
It is rather narrow here. Be on your guard.
Let us proceed with due caution.
There's something down there. Is it safe to descend?
There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained beyond the rift. Pray, follow me.
ไป
At times, I find myself wondering why we must fight against our fellows. True enough.
Let my magic grant you an immense boon. This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
I'm in no need of a rest as yet, Master.
That was a skillful bit of trickery. You do your location proud.
Well done, Master.
ไหนถ้ำจะไม่พาเราไปถ้ำ
I will finish this here and now. Well done. I grant you roaring flame.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Hope to see you again.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful.
เสียงอะไร
I believe this is intended as a means of transport. Would be interesting to see where it might take us. I dare say there'll be no harm in using this.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
อยู่นี้มันดีจริง
I espy a hobgoblin.
โอ้ยอะไรเนี่ยเอ้ยมาอีกดิ
No! The Arisen has been poisoned!
ไปแล้วครับไม่อยู่แล้ว ไปเร็ว
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Get back here! Get my hands on you! Hold it!
Not an enemy to be taken lightly. You must strike boldly at his registered mind.
Now I understand.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Well fought, Arisen.
I can ill afford to throw over. Our foe is not yet routed. Outstanding!
I pray you.
อะไรเยอะแยะวะ
I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly.
Well done!
yourself is off balance.
It's certainly worth a try.
I see it now.
Sunset draws near.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant.
หมุนเลยไม่มีอะไรให้หมุน
'Tis a mechanism for hauling freight, and it looks as if it could bear a significant load.
Might we not avail ourselves of its use?
Welcome, sir. Duck. Hopefully so if you're here to buy. Hope to see you again.
'Tis a ballista arisen. When better to use this but in the midst of battle.
ไปยังไง เฮ้ย มาแล้ว
Ours is a party of women, by and large. And yet no two of us are the same.
มาเร็ว ไม่ต้องหมุนก็ได้นี่หว่า ถ้าไม่หมุนจะช้า ต้องหมุนจอย
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here. We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
ในที่สุดถึงเมืองปาทาแล้วที
Now seems a fine
บาทาเมืองบาทา
time. Time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
Over here, if you would.
What business have you here? Does that make you the Arisen? Be at ease. I bear you no ill will. My name is Manella, and I have the honor of serving as a go-between twixt Her Majesty and the guard. Come, let me buy you a drink. We've much to do.
'Tis this way.
Say, have you heard? They finally caught the fiend behind those ox cart raids.
Aye, they caught someone. But word is he's just an underling. Seems the true ringleader gave him the slip. Captain Benjamin's all bent up over it. Tell is, he's still interrogating the lad, trying to get all he can out of him about the Coral Snake's operations. Wants to make a clean job of it, like.
Well, here's hoping it puts those snakes to rout for the welfare of this city and our stomachs.
Come, I'll lead the way. We have arrived.
The people of Batal view pawns with great prejudice. They're even forbidden from setting foot in the capital. Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom, but a practice so ancient isn't easily overturned. Many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the capital, simply because it was established as a place for pawns to gather. I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in my efforts to make the people of Batal more accepting of pawns, I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair, for those who hold such permits may remain in Back Batal without having their activities questioned. What say you?
บอกว่ามันจะให้เราช่วย จะให้เรา
Glad I am to hear it. Take this then. Simply show it to one of the sentries and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and if you encounter any troubled Batali along the way, I bid you assist them. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, mayhap a few stubborn hearts would soften. A simple plan, I know, but 'tis the only one available, or so it seems to me. I bid you good fortune, Sir Arisen.
ไหนบอกจะเลี้ยงเหล้าเหรอ
Simply show it to one of the sentries and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and if you encounter any troubled Batali along the way, I bid you assist them. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, mayhap a few stubborn hearts would soften. A simple plan, I know, but 'tis the...
นี่มันไม่ต้อนรับ
Oh,
พวก
what
พ
does
ร
this say? Let's have a look then.
Oh, well. Aren't you a fine specimen? Might I trouble you to show me your tongue? You're the very picture of health. I dare say a constitution such as yours could survive most any toxin. Have you ever crossed paths with an asp? If you have, I'm sure you'll agree that they are masterful poisoners. Not only do they spew venom with abandon, but they're crafty enough to coat their spears with the substance. Truly remarkable behaviour. 'Tis fit to pique any scholar's curiosity, no? Thus, my task for you. Might you be so kind as to return to me afflicted with asp venom? The opportunity to study the poison's effect on a living specimen would further my research by leaps and bounds.
แล้วติดพิษเลย
Will this take long? I've ought to be doing.
Good day to you.
All knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory, which can be found here in Batal. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer many of your questions.
'Tis a mechanism for hauling freight, and it looks as if it could bear a significant...
ปักปะโตองบาทา
Thinking of a colour is a lot easier than making it.
Welcome and well met. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service at a fair price.
Fair price นอนทีเป็นหมื่นเลยเหรอแพงไปเปล่า
Shall we get some rest then? Though our foes were familiar, our tactics were most novel. 'Twas an edifying journey, all in all.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust? By and large, the people of Bakbatal seem to adore their benevolent empress. Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty offers up a prayer alongside her people every single day. Vermin's people bear no such love for their Queen Regent, though of course, they have their reasons.
What a waste.
Pray, follow me.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Welcome. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate. We offer excellent service at a fair price. Do come again.
That is a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Gold days for us are a sign that
Say, have you seen any statues about? Solid stone ones, carved in the likeness of monsters. Tell is, quite a number of them were found not long ago, just west of the Agamemnon ruins. Here's the curious part, though. The things look damn near real. So real, in fact, that collectors were willing to pay outlandish sums of gold for them. Would that I'd gotten my hands on one. Suppose I'll just have to hope there are more of them out there somewhere.
มีตุ๊กตารูปปั้น
Come,
หน้า
I'll lead
ตา
the
เหมือน
way.
มอนสเตอร์มันสับประหลาด คืออะไร
So, Wifentia is the Elvish word for scale cinder. I suppose we ought to pay a visit to a Batali blacksmith next. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
Me? Now, this hardly bears. Saying, but don't you dare try to take anything without paying for it first. Always a pleasure.
Look around if you must. Just tell me what you need. And I'll see it done. You're welcome.
Go on, have a look. Lots to do, and precious little time.
อุ้ย
Pray, follow me.
Must hold out till some.
Go on, have a look. Interested in my wares?
I ought to turn in.
Boy, looking to change your voc... No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've not...
อันนี้คืออะไรอ่ะ What? Yeah. ส่งศัตรูบินไปเลยโคตรชอบ
to lose, and you might even. Well, got any finding? To share? Pleasure doing business.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. I have a Sir Manella would speak with you in the palace. Pray seek her out at your earliest convenience.
มาเลน่าอยากเจอเรา
Interested in my wares?
มาเลน่าเลดออฟมิคลาหรือเปล่าเนี่ย
Aye. What brings you to Brocker's smithy? Looking for scale cinder, are we? Well, you're in luck. Our forge is flit. Oh, 'tis at an elf's behest, you say? I'm afraid that changes things a wee bit. Elves and dwarves don't get along, see? Brocker won't want to help you. Unless you were to offer him aught he couldn't resist.
เอลกับคนแพ้มันไม่ถูกกันนะ
Listen, I happen to know there's one bit of elven culture no dwarf can turn their nose up at. All elven fare's bland as grass. All of it. That is, save this singularly flavoursome dish, Nutriab. Of course, no dwarf would openly admit to having a taste for it. But the fact of the matter is, the mere smell of that dish has dwarves foaming at the maw. Don't believe me? Bring a bowl of it to Brocker. You'll soon see.
So, the blacksmith ought grant us some Gwyfenture in exchange for Nutriab. Shall we inform Miss Derren of this, Master? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for. You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
If e'er you stumble across some interesting materials, don't be stingy. Bring 'em here and I'll try my hand.
If 'tis a blacksmith you need, I can't help you. I'm retired, see? Oh ho! 'Tis a regalia sword you want restored, is it? That's a first. All right, give us a look then.
ได้หาคนซ่อมดาบได้แล้ว
Now here's a masterwork of craftsmanship if I e'er saw one. Not to blow my own horn, but I wager I'm the only blacksmith who could set this ailing steel to rights. But, as I've said, I've lain down my tools, and before you start begging, know that I don't intend to pick 'em back up. Well, why are you still standing there? Leave an old man in peace.
ซ่อมไม่หน่อยเด้
That went rather poorly, I fear. What are we to do now? That went rather poorly, I fear. What are we to do now?
Still here, are you? My smithing days are done. I'll not be repairing that sword, or aught else for that matter.
Beg pardon, sir, but I couldn't help overhearing your conversation with Brocker. You'll have to forgive him. He's been in a foul mood ever since we got cut off from the fuel for our forge. Though, he's always been a bit crotchety, come to think of it.
Enough cheek, you wool-brained wastrel! Now, I'm off to the tavern. Can I count on you to mind things here while I'm gone?
Of course you can. You go enjoy yourself. Psst. Hang about, eh? When he's gone, you and I can talk.
ยังไม่ไปเลยนี่
'Twas special made to use glimmer coal, mined from a nearby cavern. Till the monsters settled in, that is. Neither of us can go anywhere near the place now. Listen, Brocker's too proud to ask for help, but I'm not. Would you be willing to go out to the cavern and mine us up some glimmer coal? I'll take as much as you can carry.
ได้เลย
Should you succeed, I reckon he'll change his mind about restoring that blade of yours. Now, true to its name, glimmer coal emits a pale light. So you'll want to cast your eyes about for any glowing spots when you get to the cavern. Oh, suppose you'll be needing the name of the place. Digger's Ruins 'tis called. I'll count on you to bring lots of the stuff back.
If we can procure some glimmer coal from Digger's Ruins, Sir Broker ought to have a change of heart about the regalia sword. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location. You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
A customer then. That changes things.
Something smells divine.
Over here, if you...
Welcome. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate.
Mặt อะไรวะเนี่ย
We offer excellent service. Always a pleasure.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. It would allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is.
ใครมาตีกลอง รบกวนชาวบ้านแถวนี้
Times are hard. I'm barely scraping by. I'm well enough, thank you.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along. We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Over here, if you would.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour. We must not let down our guard.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Do try not to catch cold.
I cannot fall to prowess. I will protect you. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. Worthy of caution. Naught save our best will do.
Our enemies are growing in number. This battle's ended more distant than I hoped.
With all due haste. might cast the spell more quickly.
There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained from Dogma.
I never would have expected to find a cave in a place like this.
It is an exciting discovery, but we ought not to lose our heads.
Caught the ogre's attention, Master. Try to keep it occupied. I shan't squander this opportunity.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I fear I shall lose sight of you if you go much further.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
เอาไม่ใช่ถ้ำนี้เหรอมาผิดถ้ำ
I
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time. There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard. By your leave. Our foes are like to use the dark against us. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. This calls for a curative. Poison ought to be cured with all due haste.
I grant you fire's blade. Use it well. That was superb, Arisen.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together. Would anyone care to push?
That's a good piece.
Slime, there!
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Tis not what I expected.
หนักอะไรวันนี้เออ
I grant you roaring flame.
I must confess, naught rattles me quite so much as the unexpected snuffing of my lantern light. I expect that's a common occurrence in our line of work.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and truly. Prepare to engage! Well worth the effort to wait for it.
Let me get that.
Anh em mình หนักเกิน
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
This ought to suffice, unless you'd rather mine for more, Master. Right you are. To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one. Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
The broken sections are a hindrance, but I believe we can reach our goal all the same. Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last. We are none of us alike in vocation. One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way. Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. It is dark enough to warrant the use of your lantern, Master.
กลับเมืองกัน
A customer then. That changes things.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here. We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Just tell me what you need, and I'll see it done. Come again when you've more coin.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying, but Don't you dare try to... Take anything without paying for it. Many thanks. Go on, have a look.
Swapping stories is one of life's great pleasures.
How might I be of service? Welcome, as a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate. We offer excellent service at a fair price. Always a pleasure. Fancy a look at my wares? Welcome, as a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate.
เอาไปขายดีกว่า เก็บไว้ทำไมวะเนี่ย
We offer excellent service. Do come again. Welcome, as a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective. There's a ladder here. Ah, excellent find.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Look around
What
if
to
you
do?
want, but be sure to buy aught. Just tell me what you need, and I'll see. It done. You're welcome.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Hoy! Looking to change your vocation? No need to overthink it. You can change it on a... whim. You've naught to look lose, and you pleasure doing business.
Wearing armor all day feels like a punishment.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
You're back. Have you any glimmer call for me?
เอาไปเลย โอ้โห พอปะวะเนี่ย ไม่พอ เอาไม่พอดิ
If you can bring us some glimmer call, as I've said, so you'll want to cast your Digger's Ruins.
Understood. I shall watch over this till the hour of its use.
Look around if you want, but be sure to buy aught. Bless you, I suppose.
ต้องไปใหม่ใช่ไหม โคตรแย่
'Tis a glad thing we rested when we did. We must not let down our guard.
Let my magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements.
you're prepared for battle, we rest and march.
Thank you, sir. I've been meaning to thank you.
A profitable endeavor.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
'Tis hard to find my footing in this darkness. This route has seen better days, but there's no sense lamenting it. We'll just have to take the long way round. Plainly speaking, 'tis a bother. This ought to be more than enough glimmer coal to satisfy the smith. Should we deliver it to Sir Sara? I believe I can guide you to the person in question. You have our gratitude. Lead the way. This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on. The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
ไม่พอนะ
I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Always another errand to see to.
When does my watch echo? I've clean forgotten.
armor, then. That changes things.
You're back. Have you any glimmer call for me? Look at it all. This'll last us a good while. You've my gratitude. Brocker, we've got more glimmer coal. Now we can reignite the forge.
'Tisn't the forge what needs igniting, girl, but your fool ears. I've told you my smithing days ended when those monsters moved in. I've no use for glimmer coal anymore. I'm done, understand? I'll not hear another word about that rusted hunk of steel. If you're so keen to have it repaired, then see to it yourself. Now leave me be. My mattress beckons.
Oh, I was certain he'd pick up his tools again if we only had more glimmer coal.
ซาร่าเธอได้แหละตีดาบให้เรา
My
หน่อย
apologies for putting you to all that trouble, sir. But mayhap your efforts needn't go to waste. I could try my hand at repairing that sword for you, if you'd be agreeable.
ได้เลย
Why, I
ซา
see
ร่า
it. If old Brocker's the only smith with the skill to see it done, then I'm your best hope, being as I'm his apprentice and all. Well, what say you?
ได้เลย
I'm grateful for your trust, sir. You'll soon see your faith was well placed.
พ็อกเกอร์มี
Mayhap not soon as 'twere. I fear I'm a novice in the truest sense. I'll be needing some time. But I'll see it done all the same. You have my word. Mark me. This blade will be shining like a star by the time I'm finished with it.
Sir Sara is apprenticed to the legendary dwarven blacksmith. There's no doubt in my mind that she will succeed. Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way. You have our gratitude.
I'm grateful for your trust. Mayhap not...
Look around if you
Off to market I go.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Whatever am I to do?
Me? Now, this hardly bears. Saying, but don't you dare try to take anything. Without paying for it. Always a pleasure. Interested in my wares?
Something good will come out today. I just know it. I could die happy to work like this. I hope I acquitted myself well today.
Bitter glares dog our steps wherever we tread here in Batal. 'Tis clear its people hold no love for we pawns. Take heart, for we are fulfilling our duty at the Arisen's side. We have naught to be ashamed of.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then? Best pray for healthy crops lest we all starve. Do come again?
Pray, follow me.
What do you want?
Well met.
มิดนี่อะไร
I thank you for your patronage.
Well met. Over here, Master. Did you lose sight of me?
Ah, yes. You're the one who aided us in storming the coral snake's hideout. I've been questioning Hugo, the bandit we took into custody, but he refuses to answer any of my questions. In fact, he's hardly said a word. The lad's been sent back to his cell for now, but perhaps I could trouble you to talk with him. I seem to recall that he recognized you. Are you acquainted? At any rate, methinks you might have more success loosening his lips than I.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Loไปคุยกับฮิวโก้
Here we are.
Huh? What in the... Where did you come from? Did Clark send you? Oh no, he did, didn't he? I'm sorry. I'm really, truly very sorry. I haven't slept a wink, I swear it. Well, I suppose I might have fallen asleep once or twice, but 'tisn't as if I've been lazing about. I simply haven't been able to devise any good ideas. I tell you, this arrangement has been an encumbrance on my mind from the very beginning. While I am glad that the old man appreciated my talents enough to commission me, it doesn't change the facts. I can only depict subjects that I've seen with my own two eyes. Which makes things rather difficult, given the task at hand. Say, you appear a rather strapping sort. Would you be persuaded to bring me to a griffin? 'Twill be well worth any trouble. Clark shall pay handsomely to see this done, and you'd be doing me a great boon besides. I've heard aught of a griffin's nesting place. I shall await you there. Do keep in mind, however, that you must needs drag the battle out if I am to complete my sketch. Of course, I could look as long as I pleased if you were to petrify the beast. Indeed. A beast frozen in place would be much more easily drawn. 'Tis said that a famed sculptor of Eld used a Medusa's severed head to petrify her subjects before sketching them. Of course, I wouldn't presume to demand aught so legendary of you, Arisen. I only ask that you aid me in completing my sketch as best as you are able. Then I shall depart at once. Pray, meet me at the foot of the Guerco mountain range, east of the rest town.
He wishes to gaze upon a griffin firsthand. 'Tis a tall ask, but not impossible. Shall we go where we are bid? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location. A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
อันนี้รูปปั้นอะไร
Over here, if you please.
My bet calls, and I shan't resist.
I believe I know whom we must seek. I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
Hugo ก่อน
This might be worth a read. Shall we take a closer look?
ก็ไม่ได้
So you're the one Benjamin sent to get the whelp to talk, eh? Well, go on then. Don't dawdle, and I'll thank you not to distract the jailers from their charge.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
What are you here for, huh? Come to give me your pity? Or just have a laugh? I'll not suffer either. Piss off.
Ort's got the whelp's tongue as per usual. I would have thought he'd be glad to start spilling secrets. The leader of the coral snakes left him for dead, didn't he? Not sure what's keeping him quiet, but 'twould only be to his benefit were he to tell us all he knows.
Oi, enough talk. You've a prisoner to watch.
Yes, sir. Apologies, sir.
Just piss off. I ain't interested in talking. Understand? I believed in him. Looked up to him even.
สงสัยต้องช่วยมันออกมามั้งขอสำรวจกัน Research Forbidden Lab เฮ้ยเหมือนเราจะเจอแล้วนะควรจะช่วยยูโก้ไหม
Not ruins your day like getting cut open. What's gone wrong with the world? Pretty little. Boy, that's not on.
Hey, don't jump.
Reckon you can do as you please, eh?
เวรกรรม
Enough to break any man's spirit, this.
ไอ้เหี้ย
Should have set the sights lower. Wonder if anyone would notice if I was phone.
เฮ้ยของแล้วล่ะ
As soon as my shift's done, I know you'll make a stir us up at that. Teach me to stick my nose where it doesn't belong. Show 'em your
ช่วย
mettle.
ด้วยเฮียอะไรวะเนี่ย
much like to rejoin, Master.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
มันรู้ไปจับเราเข้าคุกใช่ไหมไม่รู้ไปจิงโก้เราออกจากที่นี่กัน
It's too late to turn the tide. My fate is sealed. Curse this frail flesh and its feeble trembling. This cannot be.
Was it you who got me released? Suppose I should be grateful, but what am I to do now? Easy for him to talk of an honest life, but I've nowhere to turn. No one's gonna want me working for him. You know of a place I could work? Where? What? Are you toying with me? Piss off!
ต้องหาที่ทำงานให้มัน
That I knew more of this world's structure.
It seems that we must seek out this Ambrosius if we are to learn more of the Godsway. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek. A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
ไปสำรวจห้องทดลองลับกันไหน ทดลองอะไรกันที่นี่
Let my fur lie how it
I've never heard such nonsense.
Enough!
Listen over my head.
Everything in me is not so.
Best efforts come to naught.
I'm done for. Whatever am I to do?
It's too late to turn. The tide. My fate is sealed.
ไปไหนอ้า
Wits about me.
วู้ฮู้ฆ่าหมดไม่เหลือ นี่มันมังกร ลูกมังกรอ่ะ
There's no way out of...
What was the missive that just arrived?
Oh, you know. The usual. From Vermont, bound straight for the archives. Not to be opened.
Another one? What is the director up to? Well, never mind that. Did we get any other deliveries today, perchance?
Surely you're not expecting another one of your love letters. Why, just the other day, you were warned not to use this address for personal correspondences. You really mustn't be so imprudent. Need I remind you that if word of our activities here was to get out, we could be...
Yes, yes, I'm well aware of that, thank you. Now come, enough gossiping. We've work to be getting on with.
Why is Vermont funding our research? What do they have to gain from it? I don't know. Truth be told, I've ne'er asked. But I heard a rumor that 'tis all part of a plot to put the prince, though I suppose he's the regent kin o'er there, on the throne.
What? Where did he hear that rubbish? How's what we're doing here bear any relation to a scheme like that?
'Tis only what I heard, but you're quite right. It doesn't make much sense. I suppose 'tis a rumor best ignored, after all.
I do wonder what the director's plotting, but... frankly, as long as Batal is left out of it, I don't rightly care what he gets up to. If I am to prove my theory, I must need...
And what do you want?
There's been word of a curious creature that appeared on Volcanic Island and has eluded all attempts to capture it. Indeed, the beast turned a group of soldiers to stone with but a glance. Or so the rumors claim. As it so happens, I once read of a mythical creature told to have possessed just such a power. The account held that even when the monster was slain, its petrifying powers remained very much alive in its head. A curse that not even death may erase. 'Tis a harrowing thought indeed.
เมดูซ่า
Must you interrupt? I've research to conduct.
Off with you.
Sir, are you the Arisen? Aye? Then you must have been to the Argamon ruins. I heard a rumor that a Medusa was seen there. Is it true? Because if so, that means 'tis no mere creature of legend, but a monster as real as any other. Know you the legend of the hero Danaus? Well, one version of the tale claims the hero's foe was a Medusa. The legend is inscribed here. You must take it and read it for yourself, sir, seeing as you've witnessed a genuine article. To think that the Medusa was more than a creature out of legend. What I wouldn't give...
Leave me be. So, you'd make a fool of me, would you?
ข้างล่างมีเหรียญอยู่เอาลงไปอย่างนี้
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
Do take care not to stray so far next time. I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
You've naught to say then.
You haven't forgotten us, have you, Master? Master.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
My own master must hear of this tactic. Now that is a surprise.
ถ้าพายุนี่มันสุดตีนจริงๆโคตรแรงโคตรโกง
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
Our master cuts a gallant figure in the throes of battle, but is no less striking. Not like a feast to get you ready for bed. can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises. I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I grant you roaring flame. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly.
Twas a glorious success.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
I'm searching for blue crystal shards. Find any, and I'll pay you handsomely. The bigger they are, the higher your reward will be.
Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route. A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Well, have you found any blue crystal shards? Is that all? Tiny fragments such as these aren't nearly good enough. Still, I expect I'll find a use for them. Here, take your coin and be gone. 'Tis a god's sway. Well, to be precise, the crystalline substance from which 'tis made. By refining such crystals, anyone can attain the power of the Arisen. The power to command pawns, that is. However, small fragments are meaningless. They cannot contend with the Arisen's power, you see. Speaking of which, should you find any large fragments, bring them to me, won't you? Though that might be difficult. We've scoured this area quite thoroughly, I should think. 'Tis possible larger shards may have been mistaken for jewels and carried off by scavengers or collectors or some such. Mayhap one such as the Oracle or the Dragon Forged would be able to aid you in locating them. I can tell you no more.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine.
Do let me know if you're in need of aid.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
We have arrived.
Have courage. The die is not yet cast.
This heavy pack is slowing me down somewhat, but methinks I can manage for the time being.
รักษาเจอรักษาเฉย
Often we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself learned the art by deciphering ancient texts. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit. "'Tis for ye to determine what that bond constitutes, be it a hapless fate or a curious boon." The Godsway? Forgive me, but I've ne'er heard of such a thing. However, some years past, a sorcerer of Batal came to me seeking knowledge of the dragon, just as ye have. Faces, sir, I believed he called himself. It appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world through mortal means. Perhaps there is some connection.
not seek the dragon. It will find ye. Aye, make no mistake. The dragon will appear before ye when the time is come. Still, I suppose I can tell ye about a rumor I heard the other day. Apparently, a dragon was sighted in Harv village, though I am not sure I believe it, after all. Now that ye have been marked as arisen, the dragon ought next appear before ye at the appointed time. So it stands to reason that e'en if a creature of draconic aspect and destructive powers did appear in that village, 'twas no dragon. A mockery of one, perhaps, but not the dragon true. The substance of which ye speak is formed of crystallized droplets of dragon blood. Worm's life crystals can be obtained not only from the true red dragon, but from lower drakes as well. They retain a measure of draconic power, and when used correctly, will bestow upon ye powers that eclipse the will of this world. Then go. Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself learned the art by deciphering ancient... Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Then I bid ye farewell.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
เพื่อนคุณนะครับที่เข้ามาดูยังไงถ้าเพื่อนๆชอบฝากกดไลค์กดซับด้วยนะครับไปก่อนนะครับบ๊ายบาย